Hello and welcome to me and what I'm gonna hold today. Also, my water bottle. Me and my water bottle. Uh, watching a show that I can't believe I'm about to say the name of. This is ABO Desire, the first ever live action Omegaverse BL drama, and it's a Chinese BL nonetheless. So an absolute triple whammy of a show that I am incredibly excited to get into. I wasn't planning on watching this today at all. I wasn't planning on watching this for a while, and I think my idea was to wait until it's all finished and then binge it, like I tend to do with shows. But then I realized that, and this is just a bit of personal context. Tomorrow I have a sleepover with my best friend, and we've had this sort of tradition for years now that whenever we have a sleepover, I show her like my new obsession, because those happen, and it's usually like a TV show, right? So I think the first show I did that with was Scum. That's a deep cut if any of you know the one that I showed her the original Norwegian one. And then I did it with a few BLs. Semantic Error was my first one. Kin Porsche, that was crazy. We binged it in one day, and the day the finale came out, and we got absolutely hammered as well. So we died during the finale. That was hilarious. And I think the latest show that I did that with was Interview with the Vampire, and now I haven't really had anything to show her. But I remember distinctly when this show was first announced. It was kind of like a rumor still. I mean, I didn't believe that it was actually gonna happen, but I saw a tweet about it, and I immediately sent a screenshot of it to my best friend and said, "We have to watch this together when this comes out." And she said, "Hell yeah, bet." And tomorrow we're having possibly our last ever sleepover, because big lifestyle changes coming, but it would be incredibly us to end this chapter of our lives by watching the first ever Chinese Omegaverse BL drama. I mean, now I'm sad that it hasn't all aired yet, right? Only the first 4 episodes are out, if I saw correctly. But at least that's 4 episodes that if I binge watch them today, then I can binge watch them again with her tomorrow. So that's why I'm here to watch this. But I've been so excited. I could not believe my eyes when I saw this actually happened. And I do know like the backstory of this show, or like the author. Just not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna ignore all of that. I'm just happy that we got this show, and I'm taking it. If you don't know me, I'm a big Omegaverse fan, right? I've been reading fanfic for 8 years now. I think I maybe like 7. I think I started when I was either 11 or 12, and I'm 19 now. So it's been I started reading Wattpad Lemons. That's what I started with. We still had the citrus scale. Now everyone always mentions like, oh, if you remember the citrus scale, you're like a fossil, right? I remember the citrus scale, girl. I was there. I was there when the ancient texts were written. So, and I was, of course, at first, I was the kind of fanfic reader. I was like, I like everything except for Omegaverse. That's disgusting. I'll never read that. And then every fanfic reader comes to a point one day where they've seen those fics too many times and scrolled past them, and they just cannot resist anymore. And they click on one thinking, I'm just gonna hate this, and then I'll never have to read another one. And then I can keep being on my high horse about being so much better than all fanfic readers, and then you end up actually liking it because you're a little freak, and then you're obsessed. And yeah, that is exactly what happened to me, and now I am a proud Omegaverse supremacy truther, a proud Omega myself, if you might say. I was looking for something to. These are my heat suppressants over here. No, these are vitamins, but yeah. No, I love the Omegaverse. I think it's just really fun, and I'm really happy that we got. I mean, I'm hoping this is gonna be a good show. I'm hoping this is gonna be a good show. I haven't gotten any spoilers about it, except I did see that the title of the first episode, which is also on YouTube, but we're not gonna be watching it on YouTube. The title of the first episode was like an enigma posing as an omega, which implies that there are enigmas in this universe, which is the one thing that I hate. I hate this is like the sort of Pit Babe Omegaverse, right? Like at first Pit Babe was also advertised as like the first Omegaverse show, and then it turned out that okay, well, I guess they're kind of alphas, but like all of them are kind of alphas, and some of them are just like extra alphas. I've never seen Pit Babe, but that's just what I've gathered. So it was, kind of like a fake out. So I'm hoping that this is not the case in this show and that we are getting actual. I need to see an Omega on screen. That's what I need to see. If I don't see a fucking Omega on screen, if this is like another Enigma Alpha relationship, and I need Mpreg. I need an Omega in heat and getting pregnant in this show, then I will be able to die happily knowing that I have fulfilled my mission in this life of living long enough to see the first ever Chinese Omegaverse be out. Anyway, I guess this is also gonna be a YouTube preview. Maybe I can put the first. I'll put the episodes on Patreon. I'm gonna do the first episode 3 days free thing with this one as well. So if you're watching this, the full episode will be on Patreon. Links in the description. I have a bunch of other shows over there as well, and this will be mostly a Patreon exclusive. But with the first episode will be free to watch for the first 3 days after me posting it. So if you're fast, you can go and watch it. If you end up enjoying my reaction, then you can become a little spoon or a big spoon, and watch the rest of the show with us. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but it's gonna be kind of weekly uploads because it's gonna be coming out weekly after these first 4 episodes. So, yeah, I expect weekly uploads at some point. I don't know what I'm gonna be. Maybe I'm gonna be Now I need to post this soon. Yeah, I cannot. I'm really bad at keeping things in my archives for long. Okay. Yeah, I also, while you're still on YouTube, maybe I don't know why you would be, but if you are, please like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you don't miss when I upload anything else. What the hell? Oh, sorry. Okay. And sure, let's watch APO Desire, I guess. I cannot believe that this is real life. Truly, I cannot. 544p. Hold on, I'm looking for a better site. Okay, I found it on Bilibili with 720p quality and nowhere else with higher, so... Oh wait, did I... Okay. Wait, this is a ripoff from KissKH. The site that we were just on. Okay, sorry. I found it on Dailymotion with 720p quality and it's not a KissKH rip. We have to make do with this. Okay. Subtitles. Oh, can I make them? Nope. Can I make them bigger? Auto. Is this not English? It is inks up. Are they maybe on screen? Okay. Let's just watch. Okay. They are on screen. Okay. Oh my god, it's been a while since I watched a Chinese show as well. I think The Untamed was my first and last C-drama.